Okay, well, what we do today is talk a little more about bringing our cars here. Before I do that, sometimes dealing with governments always brings to mind, for me, a very old comedy routine. So, what I want you to do is get your little Google bar out and Google Abbott and Costello, who's on first. Now, anybody old like me may remember it, but I'm going to sit here a minute. You pause this and go look at it, and then you'll kind of get an idea of my mindset in dealing with our cars. Okay, you back? Good. Alright, now bringing the cars in, as soon as we were notified they were in port, we had to go online and get permission to drive them. Of course, before we could do that, we had to insure them. Well, one car is in my name and one car is in Belinda's name. But, seeing as how I didn't have the all-important number yet, they had to be insured in her name. We handled that, went to Helsinki, picked up the cars, brought them back. Now, we had 4 days, I believe it was, after bringing the cars in to get them inspected. So we set our appointment for the inspection station, and to Huitinen we went. Wasn't difficult, but somewhat involved in that they had never seen a car like mine, and there's no car like mine to reference in the database. Her car took about maybe 30 minutes to go through inspection. They're fairly new cars, no problems. My car was another story. It had to be measured in width and length. They had to look up the weight. Took probably 2 hours or better, and we were through with the inspection, and that's where we were given our temporary plates. Of course, before we could get the permanent plates, we were given the honor of paying the taxes, but we didn't know what the taxes were. So a couple of hours and 450 euros later, we left inspection. Back to Kokomaki we came. We submitted the necessary information to pay our taxes and waited. Now, again, they were glad to give me a temporary number to pay my taxes. That was no problem. I want to say at least a couple of months later, we received the tax bill. The tax bill was for her Honda Fit, which is the equivalent, I believe, of a Honda Jazz or Jazzy, I don't know which, in Finland. It was 5,000 euros. The tax bill for my Honda Clarity, which is a hybrid plug-in electric, was 10,000 euros. To say the least, we were a bit surprised, but that's life. In looking back, we probably would not have brought the Fit had we known. My car I bought for the purpose of traveling around Europe. It's a comfortable car, it's good on gas, and that was why we brought it. We then had to get the permanent tags. So off to the permanent tag place we went. We gave them the information. We had paid our taxes. They proceeded to look it up. They found hers, but wait, there was a problem. My number was no longer valid. My number was fine to give them 10,000 euros, but now it was no longer valid. So back from there we came to home. And they were proud to give me another number, temporary number, to secure our license plates. And secure, I mean pay them. If Finland is nothing else, Finland is always accommodating when it comes to paying them money. That much I have to say. We received our permanent plates, and that was kind of it for the cars. Now, as I say, we probably would not have brought the Fit. When you figure in what it costs to ship it here, what it costs to get a tag put on it, and then, as Belinda, also known as She Who Rules, had promised me if I would come to Finland, I could have a boat. Well, to have a boat, we had to have a hitch. But guess what? We couldn't get a hitch put on the Fit here because it was not a European car. So that involved then going, looking, finding another car. Now that's just what we need, 2 old people with 3 cars. But we found what I call a beater car. It was perfect for pulling a boat, for pulling a trailer, for small, necessary things. But to say the least, getting vehicles here has been an experience. And that's why I suggested, before watching this, you watch Abbott and Costello, Who's On First. Because that's kind of what it felt like. Getting our cars registered, insured, and tags. I've gotten a lot of comments, good comments. I love reading them. Try to reply to them as much as possible. Sometimes you slip by me and I just don't see it, but don't take it personally. And don't forget, you subscribe, you'll be notified of the next video. And that's it for this time.